Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I'm going to be explaining on what happens if Godzilla Final Wars met the MonsterVerse Godzilla. I know I did a kaiju battle video on my previous YouTube channel about what happened if these two actually met each other and fought each other, but since that's gone, I'm going to be explaining. And after that, I did a video on 4 of the most powerful Godzillas that are more powerful and more stronger than the MonsterVerse Godzilla. And those 4 Godzillas are Final Wars, Godzilla Earth, Burning Godzilla 1995, and finally Super Godzilla. Now, anyways, let's move on to what happens if Godzilla Final Wars met the MonsterVerse Godzilla. So, what would happen if the MonsterVerse Godzilla met Final Wars? Well, Final Wars has to be in the MonsterVerse, for example, meaning he has to be in Legendary's universe if he is going to properly meet Legendary Godzilla and properly fight him. Since Final Wars doesn't really care about what happens with humans and he's been more hostile towards humans, he will probably go on destroying mode. Basically, he'll be going around destroying cities and stuff like that. This would obviously get Legendary's attention. And he would go to, let's just say Hong Kong, for example. Let's just say Hong Kong. Final Wars is destroying Hong Kong, and Monarch is wondering where did this Godzilla came from, because they thought that their Godzilla was the last of his kind. And this Godzilla just so happens to come out of nowhere. And so, Legendary appears and confronts Final Wars. He gives him an order to stand down and to go to sleep. But Final Wars roars back and tells him, "You are not the boss of me. I am your boss, and if you are a Godzilla, then show me what you got," basically. So the two Godzillas fight each other, and Final Wars puts up more of a fight than Legendary thought. And not just that, even though Legendary is centuries years old, this Godzilla is somehow a bit more experienced than he is, because he is whooping his butt. The MonsterVerse, Godzilla fights back and tries to predict Final Wars' movement. But Final Wars is a lot more faster, because if you forgot about that one scene in Final Wars where he takes on Rodan, King Caesar, and Anguirus, he actually is capable on running pretty fast. Final Wars has used his atomic breath on Godzilla, and Godzilla realizes that this Godzilla has a stronger atomic breath. And Monarch is having some difficulties on figuring out which Godzilla is going to come out victorious. And so the fight continues. Legendary continues to get his butt whooped. And he decides to summon his burning form. He uses his burning form on Final Wars, and he realizes, after he's done using his burning form, he looks around and sees that it did nothing to Final Wars. This Godzilla is stronger than he thought. And Godzilla, the MonsterVerse Godzilla, backs up because he is terrified. His burning form didn't do anything to this Godzilla. This Godzilla doesn't even have a scratch on him. Final Wars approaches Legendary. He bites his neck, slams him on the ground 3 times, throws him around, swinging him like a wrecking ball, and finally slams into the building and fires his red spiral ray atomic breath. And Final Wars approaches Legendary, this time giving him the order to rather once submit or die. And Legendary kneels down, submitting to Final Wars, basically. And Final Wars gives off his alpha call, announcing himself as the new King of Monsters. And now Godzilla, the MonsterVerse, failed his task. He failed his mission. Keep the balance of nature. Now all kaiju are destroying very populated areas, and Monarch and the military are having difficulties on taking down the new Godzilla. The new Godzilla is stronger, more powerful, and a lot more dangerous than the previous Godzilla. The MonsterVerse Godzilla refuses to destroy humanity, so therefore, even though he submits to Final Wars as a new alpha, even though he submitted to him as the new alpha, he still refused to destroy humanity. So therefore, he goes into sleep, recovering from his battle. And now nothing stands in the way of the new Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So that's what I think would happen if Legendary Godzilla met the MonsterVerse Godzilla. Not MonsterVerse. What would happen if Legendary met Final Wars Godzilla? What do you guys think? Do you think this same situation would have went down? Do you think that the two would have met in a different way? Do you think Final Wars would have met at Legendary Godzilla in his universe? Or there were just two Godzillas that coexisted with each other, and Final Wars is not liking how the MonsterVerse Godzilla is handling things. Basically, yeah. So, this is my opinion. This isn't a theory. This is a theory on what happened if two Godzillas met each other. So, the next video I'll cover up what happened if Godzilla 1995, aka Burning Godzilla, met the MonsterVerse Godzilla. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to have Gorgia with excellence, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.